Masid presents our list of top 10 things most Filipinos feel are uniquely Pinoy, but if you think about it, can also be found elsewhere. Let's get right into it and start off with number 10, Luksong Baka. A Filipino children's classic is Luksong Baka, or in English called Jump Over the Cow. Said to originate from Bulacan, the rules are having one player as the designated Bakang Lala, or cow, while the rest attempt to jump over him or her. This is more known elsewhere as leapfrog, where the game was said to be played in the United Kingdom as far back as the 16th century. In France, it is called saute mouton, literally meaning leap sheep, and in Romania called capra, or mounting rack, or mounting goat. In India, it is known as argodi ki pargodi, meaning horse leap. In Italy, the game is called la cavallina, or small or baby female horse. The Dutch call it haasje-over, meaning hair over. Number 9, fish balls. Fish balls are a popular street food in the Philippines. These are made from cuttlefish or pollock and sold by vendors on carts. They are deep fried and then dipped in either sweet, spicy, or sour sauces. In Hong Kong, there are 3 kinds of fish balls: yellow, white, and golden. The yellow fish balls are sold in streets and usually boiled in spicy curry sauce and skewered in bamboo sticks. The white fish balls are larger in size and made with white fish. These are usually boiled and served with noodles or ingredients for hot pot. The golden fish balls are found in the island of Cheung Chau, where it is more famous. These are made with fresh fish and can go as big as your fist. Like yellow balls, it is served with a special curry sauce. In Indonesia, they have the bakso or the pempek. The fish bakso is served with tofu and vegetables boiled in broth, while the pempek is deep fried and served with sweet and sour sauce. In Taiwan, they have the milkfish ball made of milkfish. In Sweden, it is called fiskbuller and is either canned or bought in plastic containers drowned in stock or brine. In Norway, fish balls are a staple served with potatoes, carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli. At number 8 is lechon, or roasted pig. The late Anthony Bourdain called it the best pig ever, and rightly so. The lechon shown on the hit TV show No Reservations was one of the finest Cebu had to offer. After Mr. Bourdain spoke those words, Cebu has since then been thrust in the limelight as a destination for lechon lovers. What makes it different is that Cebu's lechon is stuffed with lemongrass, onion leeks, bay leaves, peppercorn, cloves of garlic, and salt. But there is another that made Mr. Bourdain happy. The lechon of Puerto Rico, particularly El Rancho de Apa, is the lechonera Mr. Bourdain went to, where the owner has been perfecting slow-roasted pig for 50 years. And Mr. Bourdain wasn't disappointed. Puerto Ricans take pride in their lechon. You can find lechoneras all over the island and even consider this their national dish. Traditional Puerto Rican lechon is seasoned with garlic, oregano, pepper, salt, annatto oil, and other tasty herbs and spices. In Bali, Indonesia, they have the babi guling, which means turning pig. Also popular with locals and tourists, babi guling, they say, is as juicy and crispy as Philippine lechon. But the difference is, they serve this with vegetables and sambal, or a spicy mix made up of shallots, ginger, galangal, kenkor, turmeric, candlenut, chili, coriander, black peppercorn, salam leaves, salt, and shrimp paste. Other places competing for the best lechon in the world title are Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and North Sulawesi in Indonesia. Number 7 is halo-halo, or shaved ice desserts. A Filipino favorite, especially during the summer, the halo-halo is the perfect solution to your deepest sugar cravings. This crazy mix is made up of sweet kidney beans, sweetened chickpeas, makapuno, jackfruit, nata de coco, gulaman, and pinipig. All this yummy goodness is then dumped into a glass and packed with shaved or crushed ice. Then, a choice of sliced leche flan, a Filipino caramel custard, purple yam, or ice cream is put on top like a star above a Christmas tree. Finally, creamy evaporated milk is poured over before it's served. But shaved ice desserts are not uniquely Filipino and can be found in other parts of the world. In Korea, there is patbingsu. This ice dessert originally is made up of 2 to 3 ingredients: red bean paste, tok, or rice cakes made with steamed flour, and ground nut powder. Nowadays, Koreans enjoy patbingsu with either fruit cocktail, whipped cream, ice cream, green tea powder, cherries, coffee, and yogurt. In Malaysia, there is the ice kacang or bean ice, a colorful mixture of atapchi, red beans, sweet corn, grass jelly, and cubes of agar-agar, a jelly that comes from red algae. Other versions of ice kacang may have aloe vera, sendol, nata de coco, ice cream, durian, and chocolate syrup. To top it off is condensed milk or coconut milk, along with red rose syrup and sarsi syrup. Baobing is shaved ice dessert found in China and Taiwan. Like the halo-halo, it's especially popular during the summer. Baobing can be traced back 1,000 years and consists of large mounds of shaved ice with a variety of ingredients on top. Most common baobing include condensed milk, adzuki beans, mung beans, and tapioca balls. Fruits are also an option with mango baobing during the summer and strawberry baobing in the winter. Others worth mentioning are the kakigori from Japan and the red bean ice of Hong Kong, but these shaved ice desserts have far less ingredients compared to the halo-halo. At number 6 is sipak. It's one of those classic games played by Filipino kids. The objective is to kick a lead washer many times in the air as possible without touching the ground. The player with the most kicks wins. It was considered a national sport until it was replaced by arnis, a Filipino martial arts, in 2009. Sipa is similar to sepak takraw, a sport played in the Southeast Asian Games. Although having different rules, they both share the same goal where players try to kick an object up in the air as long as they can. And instead of a lead washer, sepak takraw uses a ball made of rattan, or synthetic fiber, woven into a spherical shape. The earliest historical record of sepak takraw are found in the Malay Annals, a literary work in the 15th century that mentions an incident where Raja Muhammad, an heir to the Malacca Sultanate, was accidentally hit by a rattan ball. The modern sepak takraw was said to take place in Thailand, where the Siam Sports Association drafted the first rules for competition. Other countries that play sepak takraw are Burma, called Chinlone, Laos, called Kator, and Vietnam, called Da Chao. Next at number 5 is rice terraces. The rice terraces of the Philippine Cordilleras are truly a sight to behold, a man-made marvel that is truly breathtaking. Believed to be more than 2,000 years old, it is an attraction carved into the mountains by ancestors of the indigenous Ifugao people. 5 rice terraces were included in the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1995. These are the Batad Rice Terraces, the Bangaan Rice Terraces, the Mayoyao Rice Terraces, the Hongduan Rice Terraces, and the Nagakadan Rice Terraces. The more known Banawe Rice Terraces is not on the list yet, but was declared a national cultural treasure by virtue of Philippine Presidential Decree 260 in 1973. But the rice terraces of the Cordilleras are not alone when it comes to destinations foreigners frequently visit. Other amazing rice terraces are Hamanura Rice Terraces in the Saga Prefecture in Japan, the Annapurna Rice Terraces in Nepal, the Tegalalang Rice Terraces in Bali, Indonesia, the Jiabang Rice Terraces in Guizhou, China, and the Mu Chang Chai Rice Terraces in Vietnam. Making it at number 4 on our list is kare-kare or peanut stew. A favorite during fiestas, weddings, or birthdays, this Filipino dish is made with a base of oxtail, pork hocks, pig feet, beef, and maybe offal or tripe. Also dropped in the pot are eggplant, leafy vegetables, daikon, okra, green beans, and asparagus beans. And for added flavor, chili bagoong or spicy sautéed shrimp paste is served on the side. So what makes it special? It's the stew made out of peanut butter or ground peanuts. The Kapampangans or Filipinos from Pampanga are said to cook delicious kare-kare and are often credited for making it. But pre-colonial records show that the Moro or Bangsamoro elite brought the kare-kare to Sulu and Tawi-Tawi, where it is now a traditional dish. Another theory is that during the British occupation of Manila, Indian soldiers or sepoys introduced the kai kari, an Indian curry dish of oxtail and vegetables. Unable to find curry, the Indians replaced it with peanuts and anato instead. When the British occupation ended in 1764, many sepoys remained and assimilated into Filipino society, most notably in Pasig, Taytay, and Cainta. Whether these stories are true or not, only time will tell. What's true is that kare-kare is not the only dish in the world that makes use of peanut butter or peanuts. In West Africa is mafe, a beef, lamb, or chicken stew made with peanut butter or peanut paste served over hot rice or couscous. Common ingredients are garlic, onion, tomato, and leafy vegetables. Other variations may include okra, corn, carrots, cinnamon, hot peppers, paprika, black pepper, turmeric, cumin, and other spices. In Gambia is the domoda, a thick stew prepared using ground peanuts or peanut butter and cooked with meat, onion, tomato, pumpkin, garlic, seasonal vegetables, and spices. A national dish of Gambia, domoda is also served over hot rice. Number 3 is tinikling, or bamboo dance. Tinikling is a bamboo dance in the Philippines that comes from Leyte, an island in the Visayas. It's a dance that imitates the tikling bird, a kind of rail species that hops over grass stems and tree branches. 2 or 4 bamboo poles are used to make clapping sounds as it hits the floor. Following a rhythmic pattern, the poles tap the floor on the first 2 beats, while the poles come together on the 3rd beat. Dancers then weave their way trying to avoid their feet and ankles from getting caught in between the snapping poles. There are other bamboo dances found all throughout Asia, each one having their own variation and purpose. In Mizoram, India, there is the cherao, a ritual dance performed during festive occasions. Its movements are inspired by nature and mimics the swaying of trees and the flying of birds. The Lau Kra Tok Mai of Thailand, the Robam Kom Arek of Cambodia, and the Mua Sap of Vietnam are similar to tinikling but use gestures found in Buddhist and Hindu art. The Anggalang Magunatip of the Murut tribe in Sabah, Borneo was performed a long time ago to welcome back warriors returning from head hunting. Today, it is performed in cultural functions and celebrations. Number 2 is ube or purple yam. Dioscorea alata or purple yam, more known in the Philippines as ube, is a root vegetable often boiled, baked, or made into pudding called ube halaya, a purple yam dessert mashed and mixed with coconut or condensed milk. It is then laid on a pan where margarine melts on top. Ube is also a popular flavor for many desserts like ice cream, milk, cakes, cookies, and other pastries. But you can find purple yam elsewhere too. In Surat, India, it is essential to undi hiu, a mixed vegetable dish traditionally cooked in earthen pots. In Mumbai, Maharashtra, India, they munch on bags of purple yam chips. In Sri Lanka, they fill their bellies with purple yam porridge called rasavali kilangu or ratalu. And finally, at number 1 is balut, or boiled duck fetus. Seen in Fear Factor and Amazing Race and tried by TV food hosts Andrew Zimmern and the late Anthony Bourdain. It is one of those foods that most Western and other Asian countries find too bizarre. The balut are boiled duck eggs incubated for 16 days, enough to form a fetus inside. You find them in baskets sold at every street corner in the Philippines. However, according to a 2007 study archived in JStage, a website developed and managed by the Japan Science and Technology Agency, balut making is not native to the Philippines. A similar preparation is known in China as maodan, which literally means hairy egg, and Chinese traders and migrants brought the custom of eating fertilized duck eggs to the Philippines around the 17th century. But the knowledge and craft of balut making is said to be localized by the makers called Mangbabalut, particularly in Pateros, Manila, where they are known for their careful selection and incubation of eggs. In Vietnam, they also have their own balut or fully formed duck eggs called trong vịt lon. Unlike the Filipino balut, these are incubated around 19 to 21 days instead of 16. So the Vietnamese balut will wait till a baby duck is formed, while the Filipino balut comes in different stages of development. And unlike their Filipino counterpart, which is preferred with salt or vinegar, trong vịt lon is served with laksa leaves, a type of herb, and sour sauce. Popular with beer, balut is also eaten in Southeast Asian countries such as Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand. So, do you agree with our top 10? What else should make the list? Comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos about the Philippines. See you next time and thanks for watching.